I'm feeling anxiety about this election. I just feel very nervous because a lot of the media portrayal of both of the candidates is just something that I'm not comfortable with. I don't feel like my values align with either of the candidates, especially in regards with their response to the war in the Middle East. I'm 18 years old, and this is the first time I'll be voting in an election. When I think about October 7th and how it's been, like 6 months since that happened, and it's gotten worse, the number is rising more. I see videos of innocent children crying because they've lost their parents. I can't imagine that. I just cannot imagine a world that I live in where I'm allowing this to happen. How can I allow this to happen in my world? And it's just so heartbreaking, and I feel hopeless. As a Muslim, I grew up with the belief that my prayers, we call them du'as, my du'as have the power to change the world. Every day since the conflict in the Middle East has started, I pray for the innocent women and children. I make du'a that they feel satisfied with what Americans are doing, not upset that we continue to fund their killing. I pray that they know that we care about them, that they know that there are young people like me out there who want them to live, want them to survive, and want to see the killing stop. I pray that they know that we're with them, we stand with them. A lot of my friends they're in between not voting at all or voting for, Biden, of course, but sometimes I just feel like they just need to know that they have to vote, like they can't not vote.
So from your perspective, what are the issues during this election?
I think the pressing problem right now is just the war in the Middle East between Israel and Palestine. We can't just keep putting a Band-Aid on it as the politicians have.
Is it just the Middle East conflict, or would it be, let's say if there's a conflict in any other country, would that affect you the same way?
We are the problem solvers. We make the solutions. And I just haven't seen that this year. I've seen us only put more money into this problem that's not being solved. And so I really want to see which candidate is going to step up and have a solution for that. I wanted to meet with Ixala Auntie because I know that she has so much wisdom about the situation that we're currently in, because she's been through so many situations like this. Sometimes when you're in the midst of something so dire, it can be hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel. And I know she sees that light, and I really wanted to hear from her exactly how we get through this, how we as a youth unite to make our voice heard, make our vote heard, and also have faith for the future. And she really instilled that faith in me. So did you vote today?
Yeah, I went with some of the moms. We were at your interview, but then we all Ubered down to Schlafly Library, and then we voted. Uncommitted.
Was there a lot of people voting, or?
Yeah, surprisingly, there was a lot of folks. There was a long line all the way outside. It was freezing cold. People were still there with their coffee.
Wow.
Yes.
Sometimes I get worried that the Muslim vote, the uncommitted vote is such a small population that he's just gonna brush it over as insignificant.
Can't be complicit in doing nothing is what I would say to that piece.
I think the biggest thing I took away from that conversation was I just got hope from her, because she's been through this situation of an election that doesn't seem very like a good outcome is going to come out, but our country gets through it, I will get through it, my friends will get through it. There's always hope at the end of the tunnel.